So I'm going to do a quick review of the Nike Metcon Flyease. The main things I wanted to figure out is if there's any major differences between these and the Metcon 7s which they're based upon. Stay tuned to see how I got on. Now, the latest Metcon is part of Nike's Flyease line. The technology allows for easier ankle entry and more consistent closure. Athletes with disabilities have the option of wearing shoes that are easier to put on and take off, so they're especially useful for athletes who have maybe a lack of mobility, maybe those who have arthritis, or any loss of mobility, whatever the reason may be. Other features with the Flyease Metcon include Nike's trademark dynamic support system and a soft rubber outsole that is designed for added durability. The Metcon Flyease shoe's upper also lacks the traditional lacing system found on other shoes, but instead utilizes a Flyease closure system and a compressible heel. The rest of the shoe is made almost identical to a normal Nike Metcon 7. So let's look at the Metcon 7 versus the Flyease Metcon 7. The first thing to note is that the Flyease version is not a new shoe. It's a shoe made with altered features. It's the 7th generation of the Nike Metcon with Flyease technology added on. The original Metcon 7 is fastened with laces and the Flyease version is fastened with a Velcro strapping system. The Metcon 7 Flyease has a compressible heel that aids the wearer in slipping the shoe on. It has a wider opening than the regular Metcon 7. The sides of the Flyease Metcon are made of a stretchy material. The regular Metcon 7 is a single-walled mesh throughout the shoe. According to Nike, the new Metcon Flyease is more comfortable than the original and offers better stability and support. So what are the Flyease Metcons like to wear? Now, having tried the Flyease Metcons for myself, I would say I was impressed with how comfortable they were to wear. As soon as I slipped them on, I felt great. The compressive heel made the shoe fit very snugly around my foot. The entry system is also cleverly designed. The shoe felt the same as the non-Flyease model to a degree, but there were some problems. Now I'm going to quickly go through the downsides that I found with the Metcon Flyease. The Metcon Flyease felt fine when I first put them on. They were very comfortable and snug, and they felt comfortable to walk around and do normal tasks in. But when I began working out in them and started making vigorous movements, it was a totally different story. My first concern is with the Velcro fastening system. It just isn't secure enough. By the time I had run for a few seconds, I realized that this fastening system does have its limitations. With this Velcro system, there is an upper limit to how tight your shoe can go. So let's say one day you wear slightly less thick socks. The fit of your shoe won't be as snug because you have an upper limit to how much you can control the tightness. Another question when it comes to fit is, are the Metcon Flyease true to size? I would say that the Flyease Metcon shoes are not true to size, which is weird because the original Metcon 7s felt true to size. But my thinking is this could be because of that Velcro fastening system again. The shoes feel a little roomier. In fact, I would say go half a size smaller if you can. This might give you more of a snug feeling due to the Velcro fastening not enabling you to control the level of tightness you require for your workouts. I do encourage you to try out different sizes because for me, going half a size smaller was actually a better fit for me. I just don't feel that a shoe that's been re-engineered to be easier to put on and removed works well as a cross-training shoe. With cross-training being an activity that requires your foot to be moving around vigorously and sharply, I don't feel that these shoes are engineered in the right way to secure your foot in the best way possible. Ultimately, this shoe has some limitations. It's still a new technology and I'm sure Nike will make some improvements to create a top-notch product for athletes with disabilities. There are some changes that could be made. Perhaps a more secure lacing system would be the first place to start. I'm not fully convinced by the Flyease Metcon 7s, but I do applaud Nike for their efforts to make sure that everyone is included and able to participate. It's really good that they're trying to innovate and help athletes with disabilities in certain areas. I would recommend trying them out and maybe going half a size smaller to see how the fit works for you. I think these have some true potential, but I think there's some improvements that need to be made before this shoe can become the shoe that Nike needs them to be. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried out these shoes for yourself. I'd love to hear from you. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one.